We cover news regarding Pat Robertson often on the show because he gives terrible advice. So recently, Cenk and I were joking around about our fans and how funny it would be if they submitted a joke question and Pat Robertson actually answered that question. Well, Cynthia Sorensen did it, and one of the rules was you have to somehow get the Young Turks onto that question. You have to get them to say Turks or Young Turks, whatever it is, and Cynthia did a great job doing so. We have a video of Pat Robertson answering her question. Take a quick look at that.
Okay, this is Turk, who says, my wife and I have had an open marriage for a while now. I have taken advantage of the open marriage, but she has not. Should I stop because she isn't taking advantage of it? And will I be going to hell for having an open marriage?
It's amazing you ask that you ask you going to hell. The answer is what you're doing is called adultery. Adultery is one of the sins prescribed by the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. You and your wife made vows to be faithful to one another, and this open marriage stuff is a direct violation of the commandments of God. So what we're saying is, are you going to hell for that? If you keep it up, yes. How about that? You know, yes.
Yeah, I mean, open marriage is an oxymoron, really. I mean,
well,
to what marriage is truly supposed to be.
I know that.
That's crazy.
But the answer is you are endangering your life. Get together with your wife, live in harmony with the Lord, and ask His forgiveness for what you've done, and He'll forgive you. Okay?
You're endangering your life.
And by the way, you're going to hell.
You're going to hell. No. What I love about that is I don't think that he was even believing what he was saying. He had a huge smile on his face the entire time, which I love. He's like, yeah, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
That's called adultery.
Knowing Pat, I'm surprised that he didn't say like, well, don't bother your husband about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but if the woman is doing it, wait a minute, now we got an issue, right? That's usually how he answers it. But you're right, he had more of a like a come hither look, like, oh, you going to hell, call me.
He liked that.
he liked that. All right, so the funny thing is, it was Cynthia Sorensen, our viewer, who was pretending to be the guy in the marriage, asking about the open marriage. They did quote her as Turk, right?
Right.
But the full name that she gave them was Turk Young T.Y.T. How's that for clear that she's a Young Turk fan? By the way, you don't have to be that clear. Here's the code that we came up with impromptu that one day to start this. Have your initials spell out T.Y.T. So something like Thomas Young Treehouse. I don't know, that's a particularly bad example. But have the initials be T.Y.T. and we'll know that it was you. But Cynthia did a great job, and for that, we're going to award her 200 points in our little fun competition we're doing on tytworld.com. So that's the TYT cities fighting against one another, not fighting, but like having a friendly competition amongst each other. Whoever wins that competition, Anna and I will go to their city at the end of the year. So Cynthia just got 200 points for her city, and I love the way that she did it. Specifically about the Pat Robertson 700 Club, Infiltrate! Infiltrate!
Yes.
Absolutely. Cynthia's just the beginning. I want to see a lot of T.Y.T. on there. You guys are awesome.